If you were having coffee with me, I'd be happy to welcome you to my tangle of words. It's a new month, and as per my productivity routine, a new folder on my computer. Hello, April. Do people still do April Fool's pranks or not? My attempt at one didn't quite play out the way I had expected. So there I was, sitting by the gate, watching traffic speed by as if it wasn't a public holiday. Where are people rushing off to? Ever so busy, no time to wave back at inquisitive car watchers like myself, wondering if I'll ever get to drive a car of my own in this economy. The government recently banned the import of second-hand vehicles 10 years and older. Anyway, car drama aside, this cute-as-a-button puppy came to investigate me, sniffing at my unclad feet when a stranger pulled up to compliment me on my beautiful puppy, then inquired if it was for sale, and proceeded to make a very generous offer, waving a wad of dollar bills, which I accepted with the full intention of saying April Fools. But they bundled the puppy into their fuel-guzzling beast of a car and sped off, leaving me in a cloud of exhaust fumes and dust from the potholed road. If you are my neighbor and missing one of your puppies, can't blame a man for opening the boot when opportunity knocks. Hello, April. If you're having coffee with me, I tell you that sometimes it's hard to tell if our government is making an April Fool's prank or an actual policy change. For example, today they announced that the Zimbabwe National Road Authority is set to introduce a novel initiative to redefine discipline on the nation's roads, crushing the offending vehicles as both a deterrent and a direct action towards non-compliance with traffic regulations. While that was revealed as a prank, I wouldn't put it past them. Imagine while addressing the issue of Zimbabwe purportedly having expensive internet, the Postal and Telecommunications Regulation Authority went on to produce its research, which suggests that the price of internet packages is quite comparable regionally, and that the problem is that people have low disposable income, which makes data seem expensive. Also, apparently, it's because people buy expensive uncapped internet, which is meant for businesses with hundreds of employees, instead of sticking to the more affordable capped internet packages. If you're having coffee with me, I'll tell you that I do agree with one aspect raised by the authority, that people have low disposable income. Our economy has been on a downward trajectory for a long time, with the local currency so unstable. Businesses and people have resorted to using the United States dollar as the benchmark price. Even the power utility company is now billing for electricity in United States dollars, which is then converted to the Zimbabwean dollar at the prevailing interbank rate. If you're having coffee with me, I'll tell you that in the past week, the Reserve Bank governor's term ended and a new governor of the Reserve Bank was quietly installed. The former governor is infamous for introducing bond notes, which were said to be a surrogate local currency and at the time of issuing were at a rate of 1:1 with the United States dollar, with Zimbabwe even making claims at having one of the strongest currencies in Africa. The value of the bond notes, which later officially became the local Zimbabwean dollar, has been continuously losing value, and at the time of writing this article was at an official rate of 1:23,286 to the United States dollar, although the black market rate pegs it at an astronomical 1:36,000, maybe more. Looks like despite the voodoo economic principles, the Zim dollar has refused to die. Fortunately, the new governor of the Reserve Bank is getting ready to introduce an all-new structured currency whose value will be determined by the value of the ZiG and RBZ gold-backed token. I have no idea what that means or how it will be carried out or what measure of success it will bring, but looking at history, which often repeats itself, can't blame people for feeling that every day in this teapot-shaped country is an April Fool's prank. If I had disposable income stashed away in a bank account, This is when I'll be mass withdrawing and banking it with my trusty old National Metro Savings Bank. How many times in one's lifetime can one live through a currency crash? I'm traumatized. I understand people who are constantly advocating that the best thing a person can do is leave this country. Home became a thing with thorns, a title of one of the short stories in the book Drinking from Graveyard Whales, which so aptly provides a metaphor for people not to be shamed for fleeing from the winter of their lives. What's been happening in your neck of the woods? How much is your monthly internet bill?